All right, so this is BS Reports with Eddie and Sean. We are going to talk baseball for a few minutes. This is our first episode. Welcome, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. Sean has been following baseball since I think a year old.
Basically, yeah.
um, and I've been, working on baseball for a bit. I had a kind of new to baseball. If you guys are familiar with it, we're going to have Bobby as well on soon. But right now, we're just talking about some stuff. How do you feel about the season so far, Sean?
In general for baseball, I can say I miss baseball, and I'm glad that since the lockout ended, that it's been an honor. It's been awesome to have baseball back. It is a little troubling though with the offense. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa, Nelson Cruz just got a couple of hits, so I think we're all good now. And Carlos
Yes.
Correa is starting to hit. You're hearing about all these hitters coming back to life, so I think it's kind of adapting. So I think I don't know if it's dead ball or spring training or a combination of both. I was kind of concerned, but I'm seeing something come out. So hopefully, whatever, it's baseball. So
Yeah, and I think that was it too. I think it had to do with some spring training. I also think everyone jumps on the dead ball assumption all the time, almost right away because of past history. I didn't think it was a dead ball thing. It didn't affect my team because I'm a Yankee fan, and it didn't affect my team all too well in the beginning. But it has affected other teams to start, and I think it's still statistically one of the lowest beginnings to the season so far.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the season, we got some young stars in the making so far. We've had some rookies come up this year. A lot of great ones from even the short experience we had with Royce Lewis. We've seen some people from let's see who else we got out there. We had Joey Bart come out this season, not doing so good offensively, but at least we get to experience him on the field. But in particular, we're going to be talking about Adley Rutschmen and Julio Rodriguez, two people that are coming from two organizations that are looking to really put their foot in the ground in their own division and just in their general fan base. These fan bases want something to be excited about, and I think Adley Rutschmen and Julio Rodriguez are there to do that. So you picked Adley. So what do you think about Adley so far? I mean, it's only been 4, 5, 6 games or something like that. I know it's not that much, but he's got gray head of hair. What else?
Yeah, he just started. He just started with Baltimore about 4 games ago. This will be his 5th game tonight at Yankee Stadium. He is phenomenal. I've been following him ever since he got picked first overall back in if I'm not mistaken 2019. I watched him a little bit back in college in Oregon State, but I've been really following him ever since he got drafted, and being the first overall pick, that comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure, but he has been everything that the Orioles have asked for, if not more.
Well, speaking about pressure, Sean, guess who shares his birthday?
I have no idea who.
Babe Ruth.
Really? Really?
No pressure. No
I
pressure.
guarantee he knows that because he is a diehard Yankee fan. And I
If I'm not
guarantee,
mistaken, I did see Babe Ruth next to his name as far as birthday is concerned, but I got to check that. But I believe it's so.
yeah, I bet he does know that if that is true, because he said it too the other day where he is a diehard Yankee fan, and people have probably made that thing. Oh, you're the next Babe Ruth, stuff like that, joking with him because he shares the same birthday, and he has the talent. I think that's a whole nother conversation of can the players today play with the old or whatever, but he is mega talented. I think he can definitely be one of the next stars of this generation coming up.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think, I mean, even the short term he's been in the minors, his numbers have been up. Like OPS has been increasing, on base. All of this has been increasing, and obviously his position, he plays it very well. I think it's an exciting time to be an Orioles fan. You have Rutschmen, you have Mountcastle, you have Cedric Mullins, you have Hayes up there. They just need that pitching. I'm sure that they're going to find it somehow. But they
Oh,
need that. Yeah.
well,
But
you
you
brought up,
start with the catcher, right? You start with the
yeah,
catcher. So
yeah. Adley's going to be real deal. And you say pitching for the Orioles. Uh, the next kid who's the number 3 prospect in all of baseball is also with the Orioles, Grayson Rodriguez. He is a stud. He will be real deal, and him and Adley will lead the Orioles to the future because they they both are Well, Adley's now here. Grayson will probably be here in, I would say, about a month from now.
wow, a
And
month? You say a month?
yeah, I think so. I think they'll have him up in a month.
I wonder
Uh,
if that's to pair him up with his old battery mate. I don't know, and see if they can like work, have that chemistry going along into the majors or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's also like a big push forward because he's performed well so far in the minors, and I think with the injury to John Means for the season, that kind of escalated the
Yeah.
push to getting him, towards next month instead of, I think they were trying to keep him until around September or August to bring him up, but I think now with that injury, I think they've tried to accelerate him more to get him ready as well, and I think the two of them will be a perfect duo. Pitcher
Yeah.
to catcher. That couldn't ask for much better for a start for the Orioles in their future.
No, definitely. I'm excited just to see him. Not excited to see him play against the Yankees, but
I'm not.
whatever. It's baseball. Let's cheer on for the young guys coming in.
That's right.
All right. Next up to the docket is Julio Rodriguez, the J Rod show. Mariners are super excited to see him. They really wanted that core of outfielders with Haniger and Julio and a Kellenic, Kyle Lewis. I don't know what they were doing with that or what they're doing with that, but the J Rod show is real. I mean, he started off a little bit slow, but his stats overall, his hard hit rate, his is off the charts. His home runs are off the charts. His spread of home runs and hits and doubles are all generously all over the field. And his personality is one of the best I've seen so far as young people coming in and basking in the limelight and not letting the pressure like steer him away from his role as one of the contributors to the team. He is the lineup of the team, it looks like, for right now. So yeah,
Yeah, no. You mentioned his attitude, and um, I think a lot of us can say that we all saw the video of when he found out he got promoted, and him calling his dad and his mom, and it was a real like tearjerker because it definitely pulled some heartstrings, and you felt for him, you felt for the family, like, he deserves it, and having it's always fun seeing a moment from the outside where they don't know and you kind of surprise them and you're thinking like he's going to get sent down for a little while and then get called up, but seeing him get the nod to get called up for opening day, that was awesome.
yeah, I mean, if you look up his numbers as well, it's just insane what he's doing in the major so far. I mean, even his fielding is up on the higher, like his outs above average is 90%, his max exit velocity is 95, his hard hit rate is 86, sprint speed is 98. I mean, and those are just raw numbers. His ex Woba is not there, his XBA is not there, his ex slugging is not there, his barrel weight's at 51. Again, those numbers are gonna like improve upon themselves that these get more comfortable, not only in T-Mobile Park, but everywhere in the majors. Hopefully, the pitchers don't adjust to him, and he adjusts to the hitters. That's the main thing is concerned. But I just, also he needs to have a lineup around him. Right now, they're not performing at the level that they should. I mean, J.P. Crawford is one of those bats that like overall has been like a short identity of what the Mariners want to be. And then Mitch Haniger with the injury, and it just seems like there's one thing over another. The expectation of Kellenic is not there. They have to send him down. Cal Lewis just got up there, and he's got 2 hits right when he got up there, and he's on like 80. Like he's not even fully like healed yet. And I just think that once there's a lineup around him, wow, just that expectation is going to soar even higher. I don't know how that's going to be coming, but something's got to give. I mean, right now the only person he's like depending on is Eugenio Suarez. That's doing pretty okay so far, but nobody else is around him that's really hitting the ball hard. I'm just thinking when he has some kind of like when the bats wake up in the Mariners, I think there's going to be something about Julio Rodriguez that we haven't seen before that's going to be like, wow, you know?
Yeah, I would say that Ty France has been absolutely lights out,
Ty France, yes, you're
and
right, you're correct. Ty France is there
Ty,
too.
Ty France has been, hitting the cover off the ball, and I really look forward to seeing him. I did like what the Mariners have done, so like to make their team better. Obviously, with getting Robbie Ray, the Cy Young winner, and even going out and getting Adam Frazier, that was a great pickup. That team is set. They're getting real close to being real legitimate contenders now.
Yeah, I see it too. Robbie Ray, once he like rights the ship, right now he's not doing too well, but it's a long term contract, and he's going to perform when he does.
Yeah, and
Um,
and last year too, when he started with the Blue Jays, he didn't have a good like month and a half, 2 months, and then all of a sudden he became lights out, and he had the best. He was the best pitcher in baseball from like July all the way to the end of the season. So, sometimes he starts slow, and it'll work out well. Trust
well,
me with Seattle.
Well, we can't wait to see both Adley and Julio do their thing. Those, every time a rookie comes up and just starts performing well, it's kind of exciting just to see overall, just in baseball, just because, we want to see the young guys come up and like really show their true talent. And it's always the young guys doing like the running and the stealing and those crazy catches in the outfield and stuff like that. And that's just what. Who do you think is coming up real soon? That's going to be the Julio or the Adley besides Grayson, like coming up soon. Is there anybody in any organization you're excited to see besides Grayson?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You have to give me a second to think about it. You cut
Yeah, I
all of
know.
that out.
There's not like when you go off of Julio and Adley, there's not much. I mean that not that there's not much, but it's harder to like really ask for more than that. There's so many guys that are coming out. We
I
did
would
see
say, honestly though, I would say probably Riley Green of Detroit. That
Riley
that kid
Green.
is someone I'm really looking forward to seeing. He's in AAA right now. Yeah, I watched him probably a good handful, probably like 10 something games so far in spring training. I watched him and he looked well. He looked really good. I was surprised that he didn't make the roster,
Mhm.
but he will probably be up real soon. I think with the Austin Meadows trade that kind of kept him in AAA for a little longer to keep him growing, but he's hitting 308 in AAA right now, and I expect him to get the call real soon.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. 5 questions. Quick fire.
All right.
MVP for AL.
Okay, hold on. It's tough. I have not had this thought at all this season.
AL MVP.
Oh my god,
You
I
can
don't
show
even
your
know.
bias. You can show your bias.
I don't even know. Right now, Judge is leading the way with the home runs, but I don't know. Tim Anderson's right there too. Yeah,
Ooh, Tim
that's
Anderson.
yeah.
Really?
He's hitting,
Okay.
I think, like almost
No,
360.
no, he's a true contact hitter like no other person. It's insane. NL MVP. Who do you think? I got one that I think I know.
Let
Take
me
it
hear.
away.
Let me hear yours first.
Mookie Betts.
Really?
Mookie Betts.
Really? Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, that's tough. I was gonna say because the season's still very young. I thought it was gonna be either Soto and I had Harper at first, but with the injury to his
Yeah.
arm, I don't know. So, but if thinking randomly right now, I'd say Juan Soto will
I
could
mean
could be in top five.
that's a good choice. I mean, obviously, Juan Soto is always going to be in the top three in the
Yeah.
NL. Cy Young for AL.
I will not be biased. I'll try my best because I would just say Garrett Cole, but or Nestor Cortez, like all Yankees fans love to
That would
believe.
be interesting if Nestor Cortez becomes a top finalist of the Cy Young. But who do you think?
Ooh, it is
If you had
tough.
to put some money on somebody that's going to be the best pitcher in the AL, who would you put?
I don't know. It's right now. I love what Michael Kopech is doing in Chicago.
Mhm.
And he, that trade with the Chris Sale trade with the Red Sox and White Sox have seemed to work out for both teams. I would say right now Kopech is one of my favorites.
You know who I was going to say, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Verlander.
Ooh, okay.
He's
I had Gilbert as my
what?
young.
I
Yeah.
mean, wow.
That was my dark horse prediction.
That's a good one. I mean, Logan Gilbert had some numbers, and when he came off the gate, he looked like he was going to be. I'm not saying he's not, but obviously there is some doubt with his recent last three starts. It hasn't gone as planned, but it's still early in the season. Anything can happen. But
Yeah.
I honestly think Verlander is going to be one of the, at least in the top 5.
Of course, he always is.
It's insane how that guy is performing at this level with after everything he's been through at his age. It's just
what a comeback for him so far.
Yeah. NL Cy Young. I already got mine.
NL, right now it's not going to be Scherzer now. I'd probably go Walker Buehler right now.
I'm going Corbin Burns.
Wow, I like that.
Go
one.
back to back. If it goes back to back, it'll be an amazing story. That's why I want to do it.
That's a good choice. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Last one, manager of the year for AL.
Man. I have not even thought about that at all so far this year. So to cut all this out later, I gotta think.
No, just go. I'll tell you mine while you're thinking about it, and it's gonna, I am a Yankee fan, and the choice I'm gonna pick, Dusty Baker.
Ooh.
Just because, with the changes in the roster and all of that, and like the expectation of where Houston Astros may or may not be because they didn't have all these guys, and what he's doing with them is amazing. And the way that the team is being managed, they're kind of like going under the radar. They're performing, obviously, and the team overall is doing, but you don't hear about them. You're not hearing about them. They're just getting wins and putting results out there. There's something in that clubhouse that's quiet but good. I mean, so I'm gonna just put out Dusty Baker because he's an amazing person as well.
I would say if it continues this way, I would give it to Rocco Baldelli.
That's a good one. I was just thinking about that just now. Yeah, Rocco Baldelli is doing pretty good with the leaders of the, when you got Byron Buxton, you got you got all those guys. You got Gio Urshela. He's just like a fun guy to have in the team. He can Correa.
That's insane. Yeah.
I mean, that's a fun group, and if they make it out there, I mean, the White Sox, they're who knows? I mean, if the White Sox make it to the top of the division, you're gonna have to give it to the White Sox manager just because of the injuries.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's why right now I'd say Rocco, because I think they have a good 6-game lead on them.
Yeah.
And if they continue it this way, because the Twins have had the highest winning percentage since they started 4-8, and since then they've had a 730 winning percentage tied with the Yankees. So Rocco's, he's doing a great job so far. With you have from the Twins last year of having that down year to coming back to you getting the star free agent of all baseball and working this whole team, a big trade with the Yankees, and almost changing this whole infield up. And he's done a really good job. And so far, the Twins are looking real good.
NL Manager of the Year.
I'm a Yankee fan, so I don't want to say it because it's a crosstown rival. But I would give it to Buck right now if he can hold the Mets over until DeGrom, Scherzer, and McGill come back. I think he could take it. He could take it.
Yeah, I could see that. My dark horse is Craig Counsell.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
I would like him to get a manager of the year. I mean, I grew up watching Craig Counsell hit, and so like, you know, it would be fun to get him.
I see that.
The manager of the year. But yeah, those are good picks. You know, whoever wins out of me and you owe me $100. I owe you $100, depending.
Fine, I'll take that bet.
All right. Well, this is BS Reports with Eddie and Sean. We're going to be doing this a little bit more consistently and just talking about baseball. We're also going to have some special guests on. They're going to be really fun. We promise you not to give you a boring episode. At least, you know, if we do, just turn it off. But yeah,
that's right.
Take care, Sean.
Have a good one.